Brain performance matters to me because I've been on the other side where I was feeling cognitive impairment. I played 11 years in the National Football League, took over 30,000 head hits, 6 diagnosed concussions, been knocked out on the field in an NFL game for over 12 minutes, and had 5 years following my retirement from an 11-year career, 146 career starts, noticed my brain was not functioning the way that I wanted it to. And I was turned on to the EEG and the MeRT therapy and paid for a 6-week treatment course. And it gave me back my life. It gave me back the personality that I wanted. It gave me back the cognitive function that I felt like I had before. It gave me back the ability to be able to go into society and integrate and to be with community. And further than that, it really allowed me to, again, be the dad that I wanted to be and the husband that I needed to be. And that feeling one side of it and then feeling the other side of it, for me, it's really important to continue to turn people onto this treatment so they can receive the same benefits that I did. What I've come to realize is that, people talk about the brain and the body. The brain is the body. The body is the brain. It's one and the same. So how are we separating them out? So what's good for the brain is probably good for the body. What's good for the body is probably good for the brain, because they're the same thing. So if we do a great job of taking care of our body, then we are taking care of our brain. What happened to me when I got my EEG was, and people that are performance-minded, I think a lot of times look at things this way, is I want to know where I stand. Athletes want to know where we stand in the pecking order. That's what the performance mindset is all about. It's about finding ways to improve yourself on a consistent daily basis. And so what I found was with the brain scan, with the EEG and the treatment, was I knew where I was. I could physically see my brain waves. Wasn't necessarily what I was hoping to see, but it was the reality of the situation. But we have to accept where we are if we're going to change the way that we are. So when we get our brain scan, okay, this is where I'm at. Fine. Maybe give a good hard swallow, and then let's now do something about that. It's hard for me to stop thinking about what did my brain look like before I got into this sport, before I sustained 30,000 hits to the head, before I had 6 concussions. So the thing that I would urge people to do is go get a QEEG. Go have a look at what your brain looks like, and then keep track of that as you're going through. The same that as we get older, we get our blood drawn every year, and we have a look at our hormones, and we look at all of the different biomarkers. This is another one that we should be looking at. That way we can track our either progress or regression, and then we can take noted steps to continue to improve. We're not ignorant to the fact that running your head full speed into another person running full speed is probably not good for you. I was willing to assume the risks because the payoff was tremendous, not just financially. The lessons that I learned through the sport. For me, I think the conversation has shifted to, you're going to be okay if you choose to take care of yourself. It's a lot of work, but the way that I like to phrase it to people is, you did the crime to your body, now you have to serve the time. And that just means extra effort on your part. You have to go above and beyond with your health and your nutrition and your fitness and your sleep and challenging your brain and looking for modalities like MeRT and being able to put all of that together. And I think you're going to be okay.